Now, November is a month for many things, but one of the big awareness things that takes place throughout November is No Shave November. And the Orchard Lake Police Department are once again participating in No Shave November, supporting Maggie's Wigs for Kids of Michigan, an incredible cause. And here to tell us more about it, we have the Chief of Police with the Orchard Lake Police Department, Jeffrey Gomez. Jeffrey, thanks so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Jake. Thank you.
Glad to have you with us and really excited to hear about this great cause that you guys have been doing. How did this partnership with Maggie's Wigs for Kids begin?
Well, thanks again. And I'm following Commissioner Nashner. He's got a wonderful beard. I'm just starting mine. There's a few more grays in here, but it hardly even shows up on camera. But to get back to your question, we started back in 2016 when former Orchard Lake officer Dan Caldwell approached me. He is now with the Milford Police Department, but back in 2016, he became involved in this organization and was trying to recruit other police departments to join in because it is a wonderful cause. Wigs for Kids is a 501c3 nonprofit that was founded by Maggie Varney back in 2003. And what they do is they provide wigs and support services at no charge to children experiencing hair loss as a result of illness or cancer treatments. And it really is a wonderful program. And, it's something that I felt was very important to continue to support.
And that's great that you supported. And don't feel too bad about the beard you got so far. At least you've got something. I've unfortunately already had to trim mine down throughout the month, but it's great that you are sticking to the cause. And I want to ask what you've seen from your fellow officers throughout the years as you've participated in this event.
So participation when we started was pretty high. At the time, our policy prohibited facial hair. And since then, we've relaxed our policies, but it still has to be trimmed within reason. So this year, I gave our officers the incentive to go beyond the neatly trimmed requirements in our policy. And then we have a female sergeant, and in order for her to participate, I'm allowing her to wear her hair down, opposed to what policy states. So try to be inclusive and let everybody participate that wants to. Every officer that wants to participate has to give a donation. We don't have a minimum, but they're directed to donate to Maggie's Wigs for Kids. And again, we're just trying to get the word out too. If any of our residents or people in the community would like to donate as well. Back to getting started with Wigs for Kids. They felt that police officers were a good place to start for community awareness because we are out in the community and visible figures, and police officers traditionally did not have facial hair, so that's kind of how that started.
That's great. And it's awesome that there's so much support from your fellow officers. We have a lot of photos available if you're watching on Civic Center TV where we have officers from over the years just growing out their facial hair and showing their support for the cause. You can see them on the screen right now. And that's amazing that you have this camaraderie and this support from your fellow officers. And Jeffrey, I want to ask you this. Why is it so important for you guys to participate in this event?
Well, again, I feel it's a wonderful program that supports children affected by medical conditions such as alopecia and cancer treatments. We did have one of our officers who's now retired. His son had a battle with cancer, and we saw firsthand how childhood cancer can affect children and their self-esteem, their self-worth. And this organization really works towards helping them. They do counseling on an individual and group and family basis, and improving their image and self-worth. And we find that to be very important.
That's great. And I'm glad that you mentioned so many different causes, not only just supporting cancer, but also supporting alopecia. My father actually has alopecia, and he lost his hair shortly after he left high school. So that was always struggle for him when he was younger. So it's great that there's awareness for these causes and awareness from the community. For those just joining us, we have Chief Jeffrey Gomez from the Orchard Lake Police Department joining us to talk about the police department's partnership with Maggie's Wigs for Kids of Michigan. Now, Jeffrey, do you have any personal connection to this partnership, and what does it mean to you specifically?
I don't have any personal connection other than Officer Caldwell, a friend of mine, getting us involved several years ago. But it's very rewarding to me over the years that we receive letters and photos from the children that we've helped. Every $800 that's raised provides a wig at no cost to a young person experiencing hair loss. And again, I found that very rewarding to receive the cards and letters and photographs of these young recipients. And again, it helps them with their self-esteem and to feel important and that their affliction is not the only thing that is visible about them.
That's great. And I'm sure reading those letters and seeing those words from the community has got to warm the heart and really make you feel good about what you're doing. And what are some of the biggest things you've seen from the community as they rally together and do their part to support this cause as well?
Well, it's really nice to see our residents and community members, maybe not necessarily in Orchard Lake, but the greater West Bloomfield area has supported us over the years and given in under our name. If I didn't mention before, we are one of 10 police departments this year participating in this program, and we tend to have a friendly competition amongst the other departments about who can raise the most for the program. So the camaraderie and the friendly competition only benefits the children in this program.
Hey, a little friendly competition is always great, especially for a cause like this. Jeffrey, I want to thank you so much for your time today. One more quick question. Where can people go to learn a little more information about this great cause?
So www.wigsforkids.org. So that's wigs, the number 4, kids.org. And if you'd like to participate, if you'd like to donate, if you'd like to help, I've also added a link on our Orchard Lake Police Department Facebook page. It's pinned to the top. So you can also follow that link there. And then if you'd like to see the Pigs for Wigs initiative, that's what this is called, under Wigs for Kids, go to their website again and then click on the How You Can Help tab. And you'll see right at the top, it says Pigs for Wigs there.
Wigs for Kids, lots of great things to come from this organization. Jeffrey, I want to thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.